There's a very special place located just east of Muscatine, brimming with beautiful blooms of specialty flowers. Kristen Schopfeld joins us from Where the Flowers Are Farm. Kristen, welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's great to be back.
Yes, it's so great to have you. We have so many fun things to talk about here today. But before we get started, for anybody who hasn't seen your previous segment with me, give us a little background on Where the Flowers Are Farm and how you got started. Because one of my favorite things about going to your website is reading the About Me bio. And one of the first things you say is, look, I didn't grow up wanting to grow flowers, but you know, this is where life has taken me, and wow, you're doing amazing.
Yeah, so a couple of years ago, we lost our daycare provider, and I was in corporate HR at the time, and I said to my husband, look, we have all this acreage, our kiddos have some special needs. Why don't we open up a daycare on our farm, get chickens, do the things we've been wanting to do? So we kind of took that group and plopped them over to the farm, and we called it the Schopfeld Sprouts Learning Farm. So we got chickens and ducks and started growing more on farm, including flowers. And I started sending my daycare kiddos home with flowers every week or whenever we could. And one of my daycare parents, who was actually my old boss, came to me one day and said, hey, I know you're itching to do more. Why are you not selling your flowers?
Yeah.
I was like, well, they're just zinnias, you know, just things. So I took them to the market and sold out, and I was like, wow, okay, there's definitely something here. So I just started researching and became infatuated with this world of cut flowers and the amount of things you can do with cut flowers and impact people and communities and really create a special space. So that's
really
what we're doing now, and we've doubled in size the last 3 years, and we're just going for it.
That's really amazing. So when you talk about specialty cut flowers, because you talk about you were surprised that you sold out when you went to that first market. I mean, I know I'd seen you there, and you really have an eye for just like incredible pops of color and putting these different almost textures together when it comes to the flowers. But for people who are unfamiliar, when you say specialty cut flowers, what does that mean?
So yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes into planning your colors and your textures for your season and when they're going to hit. And sometimes it works, and sometimes you get these very vibrant color palettes and they surprise you. Specialty flowers would be flowers that are going to have a longer vase life, flowers that florists would like to use, flowers that we use for weddings and things that just are not natural to see growing in Iowa. So a lot of the blooms that we have are things that you would grow in different climates, and we found fun ways to get them to grow here, from tunneling systems to different growing practices. And it's really exciting when you have a crop that clicks and it works, and your color theories all come together, and you can really create those.
You're almost like
things.
a scientist. Like
there's a lot of planning and spreadsheets.
And for just following you on Instagram and seeing you plant and the way that you do all of it, it is like you've got it down to a science.
Thank you.
And it's incredible. It's incredible to see it all come to fruition. So where can we find you? Like if we want to buy a bouquet, or I mean, you talked about being at the market. Are you still doing markets?
I am not. We have a little studio on our farm. It's a it's like a little cottage shed. It's air conditioned and really cute. So you can come out on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I say dawn to dusk, and I'll load that with pre-made bouquets. But I would highly recommend, if you're on social, to follow on Instagram or Facebook at Where the Flowers Are Farm. And if you're not on social, we do have an email list. So on there, I will share what's going on, what's blooming, different events that we have coming up, and how you can get flowers.
And how you can get involved in that. Well, speaking of events, let's talk about some of the upcoming events at the farm. Now, the first one, it's just coming up this week, actually, on Thursday, Botanical Eco Printing Workshop. So describe for me what that is. Is that what we're seeing here?
I am super excited for this. So we have a few options. Basically, the eco printing, we are using flowers that we're growing, and we are hammering them into organic cotton materials that have been prepped in a certain way so that the dyes hold. And we are hammering them into our fabrics to create a print. So we have a tea towel option, there's an apron option, or a t-shirt in a bag that our guests can choose, and the registration is open on that until tomorrow night. So
open until tomorrow night, and I feel like it's filling up fast. Now you brought, I'm gonna I'm going to try it, and if it's too loud or if it feels like I'm going to break the table, we won't do it anymore.
Someone will tell us to stop.
Someone will tell us in my ear. They'll be like, please stop. So what flower would I use?
So I brought these today for you to choose from. The greenery, the foliage does really well and creates these really cool colors. And the color of the flower is not necessarily what the color of the print that you will get. So if we wanted to choose anything out of here, say this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. And we're just going to place it in between our fabrics here. And this will give us a mirrored effect. And you can hammer away on that one.
Okay. And roughly how long does it take before you start to see something?
You should see it come through. I know we can't bang like too hard on this table. But we can peek at it too.
Okay, let's peek at it before everybody
needs. And I have this
double
layered. So we need to go harder.
Much more. Much more. Okay. Let's try again. Let's take another peek. I think this is so fun. Who came up with the idea to do this?
You know, I do not know. Here, let's try something with a little bit more color while we're going for it.
Okay.
We'll try a Cosmo flower.
Okay. And Owen said, my director said I could go a little harder. Cool. So if you need to take your Advil at home, I'm sorry. But this is super fun.
There you go. Yeah, just go around the flower.
Okay.
Good job.
I love this. You know, we have work happening right now at the TV station. We have HVAC work happening. So no one's even going to know that this is me. They're going to think that it's like one of the people working.
Okay. Oh, so we see this. You can peel up the flower.
Oh my gosh. I love this. It's beautiful.
And we can see the print that's putting through.
Okay, so that's the print.
And we will be outside, so any mess we make is okay, always at the farm.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so the way these are prepped, you can wash them after, and the print should hold really well for you. And you can really create anything you'd like from the flowers on the farm.
What an awesome idea.
Thank you.
Before we run out of time with you, let's also just talk briefly about some of your other events coming up, just in case this one this week fills up too soon. So you have a members-only event coming up on Saturday, so it's the Bouquet Club.
Yes.
So we can join the Bouquet Club?
So this year our Bouquet Club is full. We took on 75 members, getting weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly bouquets from us.
Good for you.
Thank you. And our delivery was Wilton, Bettendorf, and Muscatine this year. So we're having an open house for those members just to celebrate them and thank them for investing in our farm. And then we have a series of workshops called Harvest and Arranging, where folks can come out, have a drink, enjoy the farm, cut flowers, tour the fields with me, and learn all about what goes into those blooms, and learn how to arrange their flowers to take home.
That would be such a good piece of knowledge.
It's so relaxing.
To be able to do it yourself would be just really cool. Just to know, I know this looks good because you know Kristen told me to.
She told me to do this many focals and this many greenery, and it's all good. And then we have a few U-cut experiences. I offered this last year just to see how it would go. I was a little bit nervous having very high-end flowers in a U-cut. So we did it, and we have our customers fill up a stadium-sized cup with whatever blooms they love. And it's not a fully intensive workshop like the others. So you can sign up online, come on out, you get your cup and your snips, and it's all you for that one.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let's give everybody the website. Essentially, you list all of this stuff on the website, and this is also where you can sign up to be part of like an email list, so you're kind of the first person to know. So visit wheretheflowersArefarm.com just to learn more about everything that's going on. You see you've got weddings up there. You're doing a lot.
We are doing a lot.
You're doing a lot. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
It's been so much fun.